She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 8, episode 14. I really hope that this, well, I know the name of the season, family, god damn it, because it's another episode coming on, I think in 2 weeks. I'm just over Love and Hip Hop New York. I need them to just, make Juju and Safari a thing. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. Let Bianca do some music. Okay? Let Jacquay and Sophia the Body work things out. I'm just throwing out ideas here. Hell, let Jim Jones and Chrissy come back and be beefed out with Andy. I don't care. I just need something interesting to happen. I'm not here for the whole Rich sings with his mama, and I'm very, and I'm not saying that in the aspect of I don't care about his diabetes. I'm not saying that. I just feel like I don't care about. I'm like, it's a little bit boring, bitch. Just entirely, So the episode. Let me start from the beginning. I hope everyone had a great Monday. Well, I'm over here being a petty bitch. I hope everyone had a great Monday. And I had a good Monday and everything. If you have not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And there's also a little notification dingy little button next to the subscription button, which just lets you know when I have new videos. So make sure to also hit that button as well. So don't just subscribe. No. Get the notification so that way you don't have to wonder, did I do a video or not? It will just let you know. You can also like videos, put your comments below, and you can also share them. So get it out the way. Anywho, this episode starts off, they're still in St. Martin, and we see Jacquay and Safari riding four-wheelers around on the beach. And I felt like this. Y'all were talking about, oh my God, the islands are facing all this devastation because of the hurricanes. But y'all was there. Last week's episode, it showed 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes of y'all giving out them little ass bottles of water and pieces of cake to them kids. That's all y'all did. And I'm not saying that in the aspect of I went and I sent them $18 million. That's not what I'm saying. Yandy gave this whole thing about becoming here to help. And I feel like you should have had, more scenes of y'all helping and not just giving out a couple bottles of water. That's all we seen. And then on this episode, y'all showing the island, and it doesn't look like it was, like y'all didn't even show any devastation. Nothing. I'm like, did y'all not even travel outside the villa? I just can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and the island is beautiful. It's a beautiful island. Y'all know I love Mr. Safari, but I'm like, I feel like it's a contradiction to say, there was so much devastation, but y'all didn't share any of that or even put up, to do this and this and this to help people. Y'all should put that up in every episode where y'all talking about a dang on hurricane city or place or location that was hit by a hurricane. I just, it is what it is, whatever. So, we then see, Jacquay saying how, we was, volunteering, whatever, been giving out water, and I felt like he's checking me out. Jacquay, don't nobody want you besides Cayenne crazy ass and Sophia ass. No one else is thinking about you. Well, Anais, I think she thinks about everybody. I think she's just a freak of nature who likes to do whatever with whoever, and she do what she wants. It is what it is. But I'm like, of all the people, and the fact that if she was checking them out, I'm like, Jacquay, who checks out Jacquay over Safari? Anywho, but you get, you try to get what's easy. I hate when I see petty stuff. And y'all don't realize when I don't watch my videos back, so, and I record them in one take. So sometimes when I read y'all comments and y'all are quoting something that I said, I laugh so hard because I don't think about what I'm saying and I don't watch my videos. Well, sometimes I do, but I don't watch them back before I post them. I watch them back like the next day or whatever when I'm like bored or something. I don't know. But yeah, I would just say crazy stuff. So yeah, but I don't want him. And you know, Jacquay was saying how he wants to squash the beef between Bree and Cayenne, and how Cayenne was telling him that basically the beef between them was like an IG beef. That's what the beef between all of them is. That's what the beef between Bianca, and Bree is. That's the beef between Cayenne. All of them is over some IG social media bullshit, okay? So let's not act like, oh my God, any of them have these real deep-rooted issues to where someone burned down their goddamn house and killed their fish. No, these hoes up here arguing about, you said what about me on social media? Girl, bye. Who cares? So we see Safari saying, you know, well, I just want me a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know, and I do like Juju's vibe. I would like to see something happen between Juju and Safari. I would love if they would do a scene with Juju talking and her saying if she feels anything for Safari. Like she feel like they, you know, like if she like his vibe too. Because we see that he like her. But I'm like, I really wonder, like, do she even see him in that way? I want to know. I want to know. So, you know, we get back to the States a little bit, and we see Remy shooting her Wake Me Up My video. Wake Me Up My, Wake Me Up video that's featuring Little Kim. I love the song, actually. I really did. When the morning come, I like the, you know, Wake Me Up. I didn't hear it enough on the radio, though, and I didn't like that. But I do stream it on my Tidal and everything. So yeah, I really want Remy Ma to hurry up and come out with an album. I mean, you've been on Love and you've been on jail for a few years. You've been on Love and Hip Hop for a couple seasons. And, you know, we've been waiting on this, you know what I'm saying, 7 Wonders and 6 Summers album since you got out. And I just feel like it's time. I do. Like, if it don't come out in 2018, then just don't put it out. Honestly, that's honestly how I feel. We see that you dropped that, was it Melanin Magic that came out with you and Chris Brown? I did hear that on the radio the other day here in Detroit. And I think it's different because I'm from Michigan. So I think sometimes with y'all, with people here in New York, we don't hear on the radios in Michigan. So, yeah. But, you know, I just want her to drop a damn album and get it over with. We see Jacquay meeting up with Bree. Back in, you know, they're in the island and everything. And why was she wearing that damn gold lycra lame plastic looking dress or outfit? I'm like, that's what you chose to wear? Okay, you know. We see him telling her that he's dating Cayenne, and she didn't know. She's like, Cayenne's like from Instagram. He like, yeah, you know, that's my girl or whatnot. And I feel like, you know, Jacquay was saying how, you know, Cayenne is his girl, but Bree is like his sister that he's known her for all this time. I have a loyalty to people. And my thing is, if that's your sister, if Bree was your sister, ain't no way on God's green earth that you ain't know that she had beef with Cayenne. And if that's your sister, you wouldn't date someone she has beef with in the first place. That's just my personal opinion. And it's weird because didn't he meet Cayenne through Bianca? So your sister's Cayenne, your sister's Bree, your homie is Bianca, and your girlfriend is Cayenne. And Cayenne and Bree got beef. Okay. And so does, I don't care. It's just messy and stupid and childish. Okay? You know, it is what it is. But however, you know, Bree bring up how she posted some lyrics on social media and how Cayenne left some like hating comments. And this is why they have beef. Bitch, what? Are you fucking, you have beef with, you know how many people, do you know how many people post negative comments on social media? If you have beef with every person who posts, you know, a negative comment, you're gonna have beef forever. Because there will always be a hater in the midst. Someone commented on my Love and Hip Hop video, not my Love and Hip Hop, my Black Ink Crew video last week when I said, don't nobody want to have an octopus as a pet, someone literally said it wouldn't matter because you look like an octopus. Someone told me I look like an octopus. I don't give a fuck. I don't look like a goddamn octopus, but you will always have people who will post the craziest bullshit just to get on your nerve. You hit delete and block, or block and delete. I don't care before you do it. Y'all beefing over some really over. My note said, my note says, Bree says she posted some lyrics on social media and Kanye left some hidden comments. That she said they never met in real life. Girl, the fuck bye. Legit, girl, the fuck bye. I'm like, and then you beefing with a bitch who you've never met in person. Why? I was, as she's saying that, Cayenne walk up. So Cayenne walk up, and she walk up with an attitude, acting as if, I didn't know she was going to be here. Bitch, please. Yes, she did. It's a gown show. We know what it is. And, they both were going back and forth. Jacquay had her sit down to see how he wants them to squash whatever issues. He does say, Bree like my sister, saying? She my sister. Cayenne, my girl. I just want y'all to be able to squash it, and let it go or whatever. They both are going back and forth saying what the other one supposedly said about the other one on social media. I give 0 fucks. Okay? 0 fucks. Because you're arguing over some social media bullshit and you both are strangers. Because if y'all are both saying y'all have never met in person, y'all have only had interchanging comments on social media, who cares? Okay? Who the fuck cares? You do have people who say, you talk all that shit online, what you gonna say in person? I'm still a person who's like, I'm not finna argue with somebody back and forth online. So, I wouldn't care. Cayenne brings up how supposedly Bree, she said, don't talk about me or my kid. And Bree says, I have never talked about your child. I've never done that. Cayenne then says, put that on your grandmother. And so Bree said, I swear on my grandmother, I didn't say anything about your child. Cayenne says, buy the flowers because she's about to die. We know Bree's grandmother is sick, and she could really be dying in real life. And I feel like anyone who wishes death, speaks death on other people are a piece of shit. So in that instant, to me, Cayenne, you are worse than a piece of shit because you literally said, buy the flowers because she gonna die. Why would you? Who the fuck's... Bree, this is the one time I agree for Bree wanting to tear a motherfucking hole through that goddamn table and rip Cayenne's head off. Because you can't be wishing that... And I'm already dealing with her being sick and her dying, and she my only, she's my parental person. Bitch, you gotta go. Bree, bitch, what? Bree lifted that table up, and it was as if she was trying to flip it and didn't realize how heavy it was. But she she lifted the whole table up and was going under the table, but she was trying to flip it out the way to get to her, and that's how pissed off she was, that she picked the damn table up and damn near was going under the table to get to Cayenne's monkey ass. Cayenne, you a rude ass bitch. Simply because who says that about someone's fucking grandmother, bitch? And she said it, and she knew exactly what she was saying. That girl ain't oblivious to Bree's grandma being sick. I'm pretty sure if y'all beefing on social media, you done seen shit she posted about her grandmother being sick. So bitch, miss me with the bullshit. And when she tried to get to Cayenne, Jacquay looked like, whoa, I think no one expected her to do that. And it happened so quick. And they would think of them having to get to her because she was kind of under the table, but she was getting to Cayenne under the fucking table, because it was as if she had the table. It was such a crazy scene, and they kind of argued back and forth. And what I do like is Jacquay was not happy with what Cayenne said, and he let her know that he wasn't happy about that. And Cayenne was pissed off, like, you supposed to be my man, you supposed to be on my side. He like, no, that was some rude ass shit, you went too far, I can't believe it. And he like, you know what, I'm out. And he's disgusted, he's trying to leave or whatever. But Cayenne is upset because she wants him to leave with her, and he ain't trying to leave her. He's trying to go the other way. Security had to literally, you have to leave, you have to go. I ain't going nowhere. This bitch ran down the boardwalk and ran down the beach and had security chasing her. What the fuck y'all doing? Bitch, why are you fighting security? What? Cayenne is a quintessential bitch with an attitude, and she consistently wants to fight. But then she wants to tell people, I'm just so hurt. Cayenne ain't no better than Brie with her attitude and her antics. Because if you think about it, Cayenne fights every chance she gets. She bucked off on Sophia. She bucked off on and then now she's bucking off on basically on Jacquay. And I feel like she's this angry soul, and I can't respect anyone who speaks death to anyone. And I feel like her saying buy the flowers because she gonna be dead with some hoe ass bullshit. Now I don't care what nobody say. I'm not a Brie fan either because Brie be popping off at the mouth. Brie, went after her, but Brie went after that bitch because she said her grandma was gonna. She said, "My grandma gonna die." What? You can't do that to certain people. I wish a motherfucker would speak the words death on anyone in my family. It's going down, okay? Don't do that. Not when we face to face and we having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because you saying it just to piss me off. And no. It pissed me off. And Cayenne, in my opinion, looked like a fucking fool. For one, what she said about Bree's grandmother. Two, how she wanted Jacquay to be on her side when she said some foul ass shit. And Jacquay, you should have checked Cayenne ass because again, if that's your fucking sister, her grandma like your grandma. She was never your grandma. Okay? I would have had more to say, but I respect how he did not cuss her out. But he let her know he didn't like it and she was out of line. And I felt like she looked like a plumby ass fool running on the beach barefoot from security in the fucking dress. She looked like a fool. She looked stupid. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck, bye. Rich meeting with his mama said how he had a hypoglycemic episode at a restaurant he was through his diabetes. I think he's just still getting that under control. And I do think when people are diabetic and they get diagnosed initially, it can be a shock. And sometimes it takes time to get used to living differently. And I'm happy he is, as he says, taking it serious. And I went from that conversation to him bringing up how he was kind of sort of dating someone who was married. Now, he kind of basically lied and told his mama that he did not know she was married. You knew damn well the lady was married. He insinuates how she made him believe she was divorced. You knew she wasn't divorced. She told her that she was going to be getting divorced. Getting divorced means I'm legally married. And I feel like Rich at his age to have to be scolded by his mom about dating a married woman shows how he has no storyline. I ain't got no storyline. So if you come talk to me about me dating this married lady, okay, son, I love you and I'll be there. Boy, the fuck. Bye. Next thing we see is Cayenne going to talk to Mariah. And, she was acting as if she didn't say what she said with any malice, or like she didn't say it for a reason. She made it seem as if, no, what I meant was, I knew that she was lying about not saying something, so I told her to swear her grandmother, and then when she swore her grandmother, I was saying, your grandma gonna die because you lying. Bitch, do I have girl, this why I don't like Cayenne. And, because I feel like she did say she knew what she said was wrong, but she tried to justify why she said it. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you did. You said it how you said it. You meant it how you meant it. And now you having some of the backlash of it. You want to kind of backpedal and pussy pop. And they're like, that ain't how I meant it. I like how Mariah said, you my girl and all, but you said that's wrong. A friend tells a friend when they dead that's wrong. Point back to the period. We then see Jacquay walk in. And, Mariah leaves out or whatever. And, she's like, where was you at last time? I went back to your room and you wasn't there. I had to get a hold of the room. Whatever. He said, well, I was with some friends hanging out. Was what it was. We're going to know about that later. So, she talking about how she was sorry for what she said. She knew I was wrong. She knew that she was wrong. And, Jacquay saying, you always popping off. And, I be chilling and working, and I don't know if I want to have you around because you always popping up on somebody, and that's kind of crazy. I don't want that kind of energy around me. She give a baby voice. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it no more. Okay, we don't. I don't care. And I feel like, oh, so now you cool with her. And I feel like when someone's like your sister, you don't side with your new girlfriend at all. Point blank, period. You don't. I mean, you don't have to break up with them, but you have to. It ain't no. It's the next day. I'm okay with what you said. That don't happen. No, thank you. It's just stupid. But it's a TV show, so it is what it is. And I'm like, you can't you can't even be up. It's the people who didn't like my sister in high school who I still sad eye now, and it's been 20 years. Because I'm like, I remember you didn't like my sister. And I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't dislike you. But when I see you, I still be like, you know what I'm saying? I do that. You know what I'm saying? Please believe I do. So, but yeah, it is whatever. So, we see Andy, and she plans a dinner for everyone. Because it's the last day on the album, on the last day on the island or whatever. I felt like this was a dumb dinner. We see how, again, I felt like all they came there and did, they gave out some water bottles one day. And that was it. I felt like there should have been some kind of volunteer. My battery always going low. There should have been some kind of volunteer-ish thing that they did daily. Y'all literally showed us that one day y'all gave out some water bottles and some cake. So, girl, it is what it is. And, we see how Jacquay said how he left Cayenne back at the room because he didn't want it to be any more arguing and fighting and fussing and fighting because Bree was there. And I think that was smart. Yandy brings up how last night no one could find Anais and they know where she was. Honey, Jacquay then say, oh, she was with me. The fuck? How? What? And they like, what? He like, yeah, we was smoking some hookah, whatever, just chilling out. And what it was. We didn't sleep together. We were just chilling or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you say so. So then Anais walk up and they cracking jokes about it or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So she was saying how the reason she didn't stay in her own room and that she stayed with Jacquay was because she said Yandy made her feel unwelcome, that she didn't feel comfortable, and how everyone was kind of acting stupid. Yandy and everyone, including Juju, kind of reiterates to her, we was here to volunteer. You was here trying to chill out and not do nothing, and we ain't like that. So I see both sides of it to where she wasn't really trying to help out. She was on vacation, and they didn't like it, so it made her feel weird or whatever, but I don't care. Because I also feel like it was such a small scene that they showed of her not working. That's why I said if that's all y'all did, I mean, y'all didn't show nothing else. To me, if you ask me, none of y'all did anything else. Y'all packed up the water bottles in the one box, which was dumb because all y'all did was give them out the next day. And, girl, bye. So, Anais kind of gets mad because they kept bringing up her and Jacquay and how she wasn't trying to help, volunteer or whatever. And this is why I left the room last night because I didn't feel comfortable, so I'm leaving. What? I felt like the whole scene was just stupid. And, as Anais walks away, Mariah walks up. I'm like, here we go. I guess they got them. Do they not have enough chairs? Because I don't get it. Because literally, as Anais is walking away, Mariah walks up. And there weren't two chairs. There was one chair. It was like, okay, scene and spin. And switch seats and go. That's what I felt like it was. But, if they like it, I love it. So, then Bria and Mariah start arguing. Mainly because, when Yandy brought up the name Bianca, Brie rolled her eyes. And then Mariah like, you gonna roll your eyes? Mariah, why do you care if she rolled her eyes? Like, I don't give a fuck. Bianca ain't there. And I don't care. It's just petty bullshit, petty arguments between petty-ass people. And, Mariah then thought to mention that they had a bond because of their mothers. Because both their mothers are basically recovering addicts. And, how both their mothers were in or are in the same predicament. I feel like when you beefed out with someone, you should not bring up any family issues that they have. Like, if me and you ain't cool, if we not friends, don't bring up my mom, even if you bring it up in a positive light, because I don't see eye to eye with you. So anything that you say, I'm gonna take it as if you're trying to be funny acting, and I ain't gonna like it. So I felt like, Mariah trying to be the bigger person at that moment, you could have been the bigger person without bringing up someone else in her life. That's my personal opinion. I think it is what it is. And as they going back and forth about it or whatever, Safari like, all this arguing, y'all always fussing and fight, I'm tired of it. And he gets up and he walks away. I'm looking like, well goddamn, Safari. Okay, if you say so. So Mariah telling Brie, you need to focus on doing you when you have everything going. And I'm like, for Mariah to tell someone they need to focus. And bitch, you've been on the show longer than anybody. You've been on the show, well, not anybody, but you've been on the show longer than Brie and Cayenne and Bianca and all them. And you in the same predicament. Mariah Lynn has not exceeded anyone's expectation. She has not done. She is in the same position she was in 4 seasons ago. Exact same position. She don't have a single out. She's still trying to have DJ herself break her career. Like, how have you not done anything? If my thing is, if anybody need to focus, you need to focus on yourself and get out of everybody else's mess, because you still is just like low on the totem pole. But I'm looking like whatever. Yanni then kind of explains to Brie that Mariah wasn't bringing up her parent in a negative way. She was just saying how y'all have something in common. That makes Brie and Bianca kind of like, Brie and Mariah kind of calm down, both ends, so then they both do. And they agree to not be beefed out, basically. And I'm like, I don't care. So we then see the fake creep squad. And they kind of talk about how Kanye flipped out, and on the trip or whatever. And then Safari was let it slip that Jacquet and Alice was like in the hotel room together. Now, this fake creep squad we had, Safari was there, Jacquet was there, Snoop, Self, and Rich. And Rich got up like, for real, my nigga? You and Alice for real? And they made it seem as if he was getting up to fight. But he got up and he hugged. I'm like, all right, man, I'm happy about that. Because I'm done with her. And, you can have her. Rich, you don't have the authority to give anybody away. We see how Mariah and Remy meet up, and they made it seem as if Mariah and Remy met up so that Remy could tell Mariah that she did not want to work with her, but she never really said those words. She just brought up how, she does not want to risk her brand, or risk her connections in the industry, basically, having to push for her record label to clear a song or a single with Mariah when Mariah is that girl who was fighting. So, she says how, she even felt disrespected by how Bianca and Mariah acted at that whole meetup thing initially. And Mariah said how, she felt like if Dream Doll and Brie had been more apologetic, that she maybe they could have squashed stuff. At least on her end, she maybe would have been able to listen more. She's like, but, I moved because Brie moved, we moved together. And I was kind of trying to be, supportive of her or have her back or whatever. But saying how she knows she needs to talk to Bianca to say, did I say Brie? I meant Bianca if I did. Saying how she now needs to talk to Bianca so that Bianca know they can't keep doing that. And she was like crying a little bit or whatever, saying how, I've been trying to tell Bianca that we can't do this or whatever. And I feel like that's almost bullshit, because the day before y'all met up, you was trying to fight Dream Doll. So my thing is, just because you one day into your forgiveness camp session, you can't act as if Bianca is out here fighting and fussing every goddamn day. Y'all both was fighting and fussing every goddamn day. So you crying like, oh my God, I've been trying to tell her. Bitch, you was just fighting too. So miss me with the bullshit. But, I don't really care. So... But Remy doesn't say, like, I'm not going to work with you. She's just saying, like, how can I ask my label to clear a track if that's what you do? I expect her to say, I can't do the track with you. Sorry. But she didn't say that, so I'm like, it is what it is. Honey, this last goddamn gonna sing. Again, the fake creep squad is in the park. Fakely working out or whatever. And, fake-ass safari boot camp. Jacquay then said how he had to go meet up with Cayenne. And they like, well, for what? Oh, did she know that she met up with Anais? You know, did she know that Anais gave some head? He like, look, I told you that didn't happen. You know, we were just chilling or whatever. But no, she does not know. So he gonna tell her. So, you know, when he walk up to her, he could tell her that he was hanging out with Anais. He said, you know, you ever heard some girl named Anais? You know, we was hanging out on the island. She was real cool or whatever. And, you know, she came to my room and we was like chilling in the bed smoking hookah. Now, he made it seem like it was innocent. But at the same time, just saying this girl was in my room and was in the bed smoking hookah sounds guilty as fuck. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. And Cayenne is upset. Now, the funny part of these scenes is as Jacquay and Cayenne are talking, Snoop, Self, Rich, and Safari are literally like watching and like hiding and like popping up in places to get a better view, to hear. It was the funniest shit ever. They was like hiding behind water fountains, hiding behind staircases. It was so, at one point they had like rode a bike. It was funny as hell. And even as Cayenne and Jacquay was like walking away or running away or whatever, because they was arguing or whatever, the fake Cream Squad kept following them. It was the funniest shit ever. You know, when she said, "Are you serious?" It was with a girl. She's like, "No, nothing happened. Like, it wasn't like that. Like, nothing happened." He said, "Well, she did show me her coochie before we got in bed, but nothing happened." Bruh, you can't tell your girl that. You should have kept that to your fucking self. Because my thing is, how did she show you her coochie? Like, at what point was her coochie out? And like, what? No one shows their coochie and just puts it away. They don't. It just doesn't happen. They show it to you for a reason. And you saying that means some shit went down. And that's just what I think. And so when he said that, Cayenne kept walking away, running away. I'm so tired. She making me look done. So she walking away. He chased behind her. I'm so sorry. I only want to be with you. I don't want to be with her. Nothing was up. You know what I'm saying? I want to be honest. How can I fix this? And then she keep walking. He keep following behind her. Now, as they're walking, and he following her, the Creep Squad is right behind them. And then she noticed that, like, it was either Peter or Self, not Peter, Rich or Self, who was like in the balcony stairs, like looking through the little hole. And she was like, "What the fuck? This is a joke? You think it's funny?" And it was fucking comical to me. And eventually she just said, "You know what? You need to fix this because you fucked it up. You need to fix this without involving me." I don't know how you can fix something without involving someone who you want to fix it with. I mean, eventually you have to be involved. But, you know, and then it went off. I mean, I was just like, it was stupid. I don't care. I really don't care. Anywho, that was my review. I am Jay Lee, people. And this is Jay Lee's Corner, people. And people, I hope you have a fantastic night, a fantastic day. I will be back tomorrow with more reviews. I hope you guys tune in to check me out. Put any comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also hit the little notification ding button. And until then, people, peace.